Man, what is good, people? Today we're going to have a look at the Breakers collection. A code for this was provided to me by Qbyte Interactive, so shoutouts to them for that. They recently made a tweet asking for any streamers or influencers, to DM them and DM them and get a code. Surprisingly, I got a code despite being not that popular. But anyway, I wanted to briefly cover this in a video because I did a stream for this a few days ago, and this game. So first of all, just to give a general premise as to what Breakers Collection is, it is a collection of two games. So as you can see right here, we have Breakers, and we have Breakers Revenge. So, two different games here. I would say, the main difference I felt between the two titles is, Breakers Revenge just has, more characters. Is really about all I felt. I tried out, I tried out, the first Breakers. It feels awfully similar. But, yeah. So for Breakers, we have arcade mode, versus mode. The team battle mode is new, so you can basically do, let's see here, you could do arcade and versus team battle. And let's see, you could have a team of up to 2 to 3 characters. So I'll just briefly show this off. Oh, it even has a different character select than normal. So I could just oh wow, I could actually I could even choose the color right here. I didn't even try this yet, but yeah, if you just do regular arcade mode, you're gonna be brought to the normal character select that has a time limit, and all that. Here it's okay, you choose 3 characters and you could choose the color. And then I guess get into the fight. Or I think the time limit was on top of the screen. But yeah. As you can also see here, oh, by the way, I should also mention, I'm sure they're gonna patch this out, but there is currently an issue with the sound. So yeah, you might hear the audio be kind of crunchy with the game. Yeah, you could kind of get glimpses of it. Hopefully the developers patch this out, because I do think this is a pretty this is the this is an old fighting game I've never heard of, but it seems pretty legit. It's probably been on Fightcade for years. I've had no idea. But then again, I don't use Fightcade at all that much. But yeah, as you can see here, I knock out a character, and then the next one comes in. It's basically, it's like King of Fighters. It's interesting. But yeah, yeah, by the way, the start button just makes your character taunt. So it's you gotta press select to pause the game. You can look at the move list in here, but as you probably already noticed, you could also have the move list display on the screen border. Speaking of which, let's go here. So we could change the aspect ratio. If you want to become an untrustworthy person to me, you can stretch it. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. And let's see. We could change the border. You could have no border. So you could have no border and then do this, and now you just have just black borders around the screen and no art. You can choose. So it's nice that you can put the move list for the characters on screen. That's really nice. And in case you I don't know, invite a buddy over, they have no idea what the moves for the character they choose are, so there's the moves on the screen right there. Pretty nice. Kind of like a arcade machine marquee, if you will. But you could just disable that right here. So let's just back out and I can just show off what that looks like. So it just looks like this. Like if this is what you prefer to look at when you're playing the game, like, hey, you could totally do it. You know? But yeah, I could definitely sit here and play this like all day, but I gotta show off the other stuff this collection has. So that's pretty much like all that the first game has to offer, but what I'm gonna say right now is like, if you choose to buy this collection, which by the way, it's gonna run you like $20, which isn't too shabby for this. You're buying it for Breaker's Revenge. This is the game that has more characters and I guess balance changes, but I haven't noticed anything yet because I barely played. But the big thing is that this is the game that has online. So first, I'm just gonna like show off the. Let's go back to Team Battle. We're gonna do arcade. So in Breaker's Revenge, the couple new characters you could play as are Saizo, which is a ninja character, and you could play as the boss. You could play as the boss character, Baihu. I guess I think that's how you say it. But yeah, these two characters plus probably some underlying balance changes is what sets the two games apart. So of course you have those standard modes, but well, first let's go to training mode. So the training mode in this game. So first you could choose a stage. You have this this neat little menu here where you could just choose the level. We'll just go here. This is like the regular. This is like Breaker's Revenge regular character select. You also have a time limit. But yeah, you can like choose the boss character. We'll just pick Tia. Okay. So let's just have a look at our training mode options here. So, yeah, as I mentioned, like, yeah, the audio is going to be a bit crunchy. Let's see. So, in the settings, we have the hitbox option. If you enable this, the game's going to be like, all right, you gotta like reboot the game. And I don't mean like the whole collection, but like if we enable it, it's gonna bring up this window saying like, okay, the game has to restart. You hit confirm, so that means you gotta, yeah, there's like audio glitches like that. So now we're just gonna go back in, literally just go back in with the same characters. And in a moment, there they are. These are the hitboxes. So, yeah, we've got those going on. We got damage info, we got input data. Let's see, we got some pretty standard options here, like infinite life, infinite gauge. This is the stun for my character, and then this is the stun for the opponent. So you probably want to set this to 0 if you're practicing combos. We've got some dummy behavior, so they could be a dummy. There is a record option with multiple slots. So I could show that off real quick. You just like go into this menu, go to record action. I'm just going to make them jump, do that. Go back to the pause menu by using select or, you know, share on PS4, whatever the equivalent to Xbox is, and minus on Switch. But anyway, set this to 1, get out of the menu, and when the countdown goes down, they're gonna do whatever I record them to do. And you can set the interval, so you can set the countdown. It could be longer, it could be shorter, just whatever you want. You could also turn the dummy into player 2, so you could spar with a buddy. Set them as a CPU and try to spar with a CPU. Let's see. This is weird. You have CPU difficulty, and you have CPU level. I don't know what makes these different. Because this is difficulty, and this is level. I don't know. We'll just set them back to dummy. Yeah, that's pretty much all the, unfortunately, there's no actual blocking options. Like, you can't set them to auto guard, as far as I'm concerned. The closest thing you're gonna get is making the dummy crouch backward, which, by the way, is misspelled here. It's spelled like crouching backward. They put an N after the U, kind of weird. So you could do that, or you can make them walk backward. So those are pretty much your blocking options. Those are pretty much it. You know, and you can't make the AI, like, behave a certain way after block stun or hit stun. Maybe that's asking too much, but those are just some other modern training mode options I'm aware of. Right? But yeah, you could just sit here with the hitboxes and just sit here and train. All that nonsense. Do a super. Yeah. Pretty much all that stuff. But yeah, that's basically training mode. You could it says press the left bumper to reset positions. Or you hold it, and you're just back here. Can I actually control where... Okay, so it only brings us to the center. To be honest, I didn't even know that function was here. But yeah, if you want, you could just hold down the left bumper, or whatever the equivalent is, and just... yeah, reset the positions. Going back into the options, so yeah, there's some display options, of course. We could actually turn this. We could actually put the background back on. It could be a random border. I could even have the move list like displayed again. And then we have the button config. So you have to choose edit first before you can actually move into the actual, controls. So currently it's set to custom. You can also set some macros here. There's no training mode macros. Like there's no record button, play button. There's type A, type B, type C. Okay. Yeah, this is a 4-button fighter, I should mention. So you have your light and heavy punch, you have your light and heavy kick. There's like a quick recovery right here with light punch, light kick, and heavy punch. That's set to the right bumper by default. Okay, you got all these macros here. You can preview the buttons. Pretty snazzy. Make sure you're able to press 2 buttons at once. If you set a macro on a different button, you can make sure it works. Okay. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Yeah. A decent amount of options. I wouldn't say, in terms of like training options, there aren't a ton of those, unfortunately. But yeah, now we gotta get into the meat of this. So, I would say you're primarily getting this collection for the online. So you can play Breaker's Revenge, like, online. So we're gonna go here, right? We're gonna connect online to the servers. Yep. We get these neat little animations. Okay, so... the online menu. So, first option is the battle lobby. So of course, the game warns you like, hey, unstable network connectivity and hardware performance may compromise your online experience. This is very true if you are playing on Wi-Fi outside your window, or if your PC cannot, like, this is the Steam version, by the way. If your PC cannot handle the game for whatever reason, it's gonna be rough if you try to play online. Is all I'll say. So you can create or search for a lobby. Let's just search for now. And we've got... So first you choose the region, right? And it says that there's 5... It's either 5 people or lobbies. So I'll just set these parameters to just any. Oh, it's 5 people, and there's like 2 lobbies. So you could jump into one of these lobbies right here and play games, so yeah. The lobbies are sort of equivalent to like Street Fighter 4 lobbies. Where it's like, yeah, you fight... It's sort of a King of the Hill lobby, unfortunately. It's not like a Marvel Infinite or Power Rangers lobby where there's like... Where there could be like... Or even like DNF Duel or Guilty Gear Xrd in that matter, where it's like, yeah, like you could have like multiple matches happening at once. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll jump into this lobby. I'm not gonna play a match. I'm just gonna show it off. Yeah, this is the lobby basically. It's like a King of the Hill style thing. There we go. So yeah, that was just to show it off, like briefly. Let's actually make a lobby. We'll make it for the US East. Okay. So what kind of options do we have? 8 players, like up to 8 players. So that means there's no 9th player for spectating. You know, in case you're trying to run a tournament. First to 2 rounds. So the rounds, I think the rounds are like the in-game, like when you're in the match rounds, and matches is like first to 2, first to 1, first to 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's still going. It's still going. There it is. First to 100 matches. I have no idea who in their right mind is doing that. Unless you are on the like the most serious grind of your life. Well, there you go. You could do first to 100 matches. Not infinity, but I imagine after 100 matches you're gonna get tired, man. And then you can have a room comment like, let's have fun, beginners, casual, serious. Yeah. Public, private with passwords, only numbers, reserved. I don't know what this means, really. So just to show things off, I create a private lobby. Let's see. I'm trying to see what kind of options we have, so... lobby configuration. So we can actually change the rules here. I can actually open up more player slots. Yeah, I can pretty much change all the conditions. I can even make it into a public lobby, like on the fly. So that's nice. I can literally change every single option I just set. Like as I'm in the lobby. That's actually not a common thing for fighting games. Because usually if you make a lobby with your settings, that just is what it is until you have to like break the lobby away and, you know, host a new one. So yeah, pretty nice. So you guys have probably already noticed, but there have been options for crossplay. Well, yes, I can confirm there is full-on crossplay between Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Like every platform, if you like, no matter what platform you buy the game on, you can play with each other. And there's rollback netcode. So yeah, you have those two you have those two going on, along with a slew of other options I'm about to show off, and you're about to see why this is kind of a crazy experience in terms of online fighting games. So let's go to ranked, and let's see here. We're just going to look at our parameters, because I think these are pretty crazy. You can actually set the options again, and the button config in here as well. But right, rank. Any, same, low. Okay, I don't know why. I'm not sure why you want to do low. That might seem kind of toxic now that I think about it. But yeah, you could search for like higher rank players too. Region, so you could do quick, you could do best ping, You could choose your region or like some other specific region. Connection speed, that's pretty standard. Opponent connection. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. So if you want to ensure that you do not go up against players that are on Wi-Fi, well, you could just choose wired. Now you'll only go on ranked. You will only go up against wired opponents. It's pretty neat. It'll definitely, I would say it's definitely going to cut off a lot of the player base, because if people mostly have this, if a lot of people have this on like PlayStation and Switch, like console especially, you're not gonna see them, which means you know, like on one hand it'll be hard to find an opponent, but on the other hand, hey, no jittery matches. You could do just Wi-Fi. You could do any. Yeah, the thing with playing a fighting game on Wi-Fi is like, the connection could be unstable. It could introduce a lot of packet loss, which will, like, even if your Wi-Fi connection seems fast and secure, because you're most likely getting that signal through a wall or something, like, the connection quality is just gonna vary, and that's not something, especially in a fighting game, you even want to put up with. So it is best to plug in an Ethernet cable when you can, is all I will say. And fair play level. There was an infographic when I first played this game that popped up and explained all of this. So to summarize, like, good means, okay, you're a player that finishes your matches. You know, you don't rage quit. You have good connection quality, all that nonsense. Bad is like the opposite. You rage quit. You're unstable. La di da da. You could do any if you want, but you know, you'd probably want to set this to good, so you fight good. So you fight opponents that actually want to finish their matches even when they're losing. You know, because at the end of the day, like, it's not all about the wins. It's about, you know, hopping in and learning the game and grinding on matches. And then battle info. So you can hide. So you can see on the upper left of the screen, that's my profile, which we'll get into profile customization later. You can show how many wins you have. You could show off your percentage. What platform you're on, your standing with the game, like whether you're good or bad. So you can hide all this. You can have complete info. You can have only names. I guess if you have none, then you don't even like show off your username, I imagine. And there is a crossplay toggle, so you can close yourself off to one platform or actually have crossplay with the other systems, so you can find more players. And of course, you can warm up while searching for a match. You can set the CPU to like a difficulty or whatever. So yeah, pretty nice ranked match filters. Then we have casual. I imagine it has about the same parameters, maybe a little less because it's not ranked. Or no, it has the exact same. Yeah, it has the exact same. Literally, yes. The exact same. So next we have replays, and this is where things get kind of crazy. So we're just gonna... There's a lot of parameters there, but we're just gonna do any for all these. So we're just gonna pick out a random match. Let's see. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any way to... there doesn't seem to be any way to hide the results. Let me see. Yeah. There's no way to hide the results, so unfortunately, if you wanted to watch a replay without any spoilers of, like, you know, who wins, there's no option to hide the results beforehand, it seems. Let's just pick a match. you can see the profile names of the players. So, in a replay, you're gonna. So the way a match starts is that the players go to the character select screen, and then, let's see, we could show their inputs. There we go. So if you press A in my context, we can use the bumper. We can use the right bumper to go frame by frame. You see, I'm just going one frame after another. We can also press the left bumper to rewind. I'm not sure what the interval is for the rewind. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what the interval is, but hey, you can rewind the match. That's pretty nice. I mean, if it's like more than what you want, then you could at least go frame by frame to the point you want to look at. So that's nice. Then if we pause, we go to settings. So this is normal. This is just normal mode. And we have frame by frame mode. So these are the two modes I just talked about. But then we have this. Now this, this is the big one. This is a function known as replay takeover. So what happens here is you could take control of either character at the specific point that you like let's see, I'm just gonna take control right now. Gonna unpause this. Let's see. So I'm taking control of show right now. So the opponent is attacking. The opponent is attacking, but I'm controlling show. I'm controlling the karate-looking dude. And what's happening is, it seems that I'm controlling the character within a certain time interval of the match. So the game's gonna keep rewinding back to the same moment. So what you can use this function for is like if you're fighting against a really strong opponent, you can see exactly what they're going to do. Like where are they going to? Like you can see like you can. Well, no, it's more like you simulate that difficult scenario you are in, and you could just sit here and practice that against that. You know, it's like if someone has a crazy setup or mix-up that you really didn't see coming, you could just take control of your character and just sit here and figure out like what to do against that. I personally think this is like one of the best training options devised as of yet in fighting games. First place I've seen this done was Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R on PC. So yeah, this is a very good functionality that I definitely hope makes it into a lot of other modern fighting games. So yeah, let's see, restart the replay. So you can reset it, quit. So those are all the settings. Yeah, the take control thing, the replay takeover. This is like the biggest thing. If you ever feel like that if you're ever in a situation where you feel like you face against a difficult opponent and you don't know what to do against them, now you have the option to just practice against it for however long you'd like. So that is very good. That's a very good function to implement. Now let's see, we could filter. I've already shown that off. You could favorite them if you want. Let's say online ranking, so we can see who the best in the world is. It's definitely not me. We'll just use any. And it looks like there's so far like a gold player up on top. Out of like, I don't even know how many players. The game just came out, so like people are just getting their hands on this game and they're figuring it all out. And then finally, well, first of all, is this the same? Yeah, this is the same. So, open profile. We can customize, I can customize my profile here. I can access my personal replays and even the ones I favorited. I have not played any ranked or casual matches as of yet. I do have some lobby matches that I played the other night. But yeah, I have like no ranked or casual as of now. You can follow people. Not 100% sure what that does. Block. Yeah, yes, you can. So you can block people if they're like, if they're laggy, if they're toxic towards you. You can block them. We go to edit profile here, so you can choose a profile pic. Out of all these, let's say you can choose a title. There's a lot to unlock. Okay. Yeah. There's even some, like, that are referencing other fighting games. You know, Mortal Combatant, Virtuous Fighter, World Warrior, just to name a few. So yeah, that's pretty much customizing the profile. Yeah, that is pretty much all the online options. They're very robust, I would say. Easily one of the best interfaces for a fighting game I've seen as of yet. Very, very nice. So finally we have the extras, and there's a gallery here. So there's a gallery here for fan art, but it seems like the fan art mostly consists of this female character, Tia. Because, of course. Yeah, there's like 3 pages of it, but most of it is just her. I mean, yep, you know what? I could maybe see why. I could maybe see why. Let's see, we got promo arts. This is what a cab looked like. Again, this is this is a collection of old fighting games, and I was not familiar with that. I didn't even know this game existed up until I saw the tweet where it asked for a DM. Got some old promo art. So yeah, you can look at art for the promos, fan art, official character art. What other extras do we have here? There's a sound test. Yeah, okay. Listen to some music, some sound effects. Yeah, you can't seem to play those outside of the menu. And then we have a interview here from the developer, from like the developers, or it's like one person, I think. Or I get, or no. There's like, there's like one. It's like Mr. Akiyama. Yeah, and you can change the language too, in case you don't understand English. There we go, Japanese. And then lastly, we just have the credits. You could just like let these scroll. You could speed it up. Yeah, I mean they're credits. They pretty much had to be here. Gotta credit the devs for making a pretty snazzy collection of fighting games. So anyway, guys, that's Breaker's collection. You're mainly going to get this for Breaker's Revenge and play it online with all the crazy features and the replay takeover. Like I feel like that's the main reason why you would buy this. But other than that, as long as the sound issue gets patched out, like playing arcade mode will be a wonderful experience. Playing the team battle will be nice. Unfortunately, there's no way to play the team battle online. That is kind of unfortunate. But otherwise, the other stuff this package has to offer is pretty nice. So yeah, if you guys liked this video, be sure to leave a like. Once again, shouts to Cubite Interactive for the code. I will definitely be playing more of this game. I think it's very, a very easy game to get into. It's the inputs are very lenient. I also have the VOD where I checked out all the characters and junk. Like I checked out like pretty much everything on the stream that I did, so you can check out the secondary channel for that. And yeah, that's about it for me, guys. I will see people in the next video. Peace.